Hi, I'm Steve.
And I'm Alison.
We decided a couple of years ago that we'd work hard and save all of our money and start living life on our own terms.
So we bought a caravan and hit the road on a trip for two all around Australia.
So why not come and join us every week for our adventures? Alrighty, well we just made it into Lakeland and it's a little bit early. We got here just before 12, I think it's about 20 past now, is it?
It's 20 past now.
We stopped and we had some lunch and we got out and we had a bit of a walk around, but there's a fantastic representation of the Cape here. It starts out with the gateway of the Cape and you walk through it.
Yeah.
And then there's like a walking trail, wasn't it?
Yeah, a walking trail of the different areas that you will visit as you travel to the Cape, and it's got a little plaque about each area. The Indigenous, how they came to be there, what's in the area, how the area came to be. So it's quite interesting to read, and it gives you a little quick blurb, an intro to that particular area, which was good for me because I've never actually been up into North Queensland before. So it was a good starting point for me to refresh my memory of what's in this area.
Yeah, there's also some toilets here which were very clean. There's some showers, and I only know that because a bloke just walked out with his towel over his shoulder. There's some barbecues. It says that there's no fresh water here on Wiki Camps, and I never checked it, but by the barbecues there are some taps. I don't think you get a hose to a caravan from it. It might be just for use whilst you're using the barbecue areas. But yeah, some shelter, nice shade. It's quite a nice little spot, isn't it?
It is. It's just recently gone, and I think like 2021. The sculptures as well, and it's a good little walking track. I found it was good. I stretched my legs, stretched the old back, so it was good to get out and get away from the car for a while. Yeah,
there's also a lot of info on the national parks and some good tips just for travelling the Cape.
Yeah,
and just some general life rules, particularly around like disposing of your black waste and that sort of stuff while you're up here. So well worth a stop, whether it be half an hour, 2 hours, or whatever you want to do. But for us, as I said, it's a little bit early, so we're going to push on. We're about to jump onto the PDR, and we'll see how far we go. As soon as we get to the gravel, we're going to stop and drop all the tyres down and throw the caravan on, and that's probably going to be us till we get to the top and back again.
Probably.
We'll be somewhere around there. Anyway, so the plan now, we've changed. We're going to go up to the Laura River.
Okay.
See if we can camp up on the Laura River. It's about 60 k's or an hour's drive from here, so yep, should be good.
Okay, good.
Alrighty, we'll catch up with you at the Laura River.
See you there.
Here we go.
Slide left onto Peninsula Developmental Road, State Route 81.
Well, like we told us before, we decided not to stay at Lakeland, so we've come up to the Laura River. At the moment, we're about 3 k's just north of Laura, heading further up the PDR. We found a beautiful free camp just on the bank of the river. Really, really nice. I'll take for a bit of a walk around, but at the moment, just got the fire started. We're going to let that roll down to some coals so we can get a nice barbecue, a couple of good steaks to throw in there later on. We've got the van just here. Ali's inside doing a bit of work at the moment, so she'll be out joining us soon. And here's the view for the next day or so. Right on the bank of the river. Really, really nice, really peaceful. Had a couple of kangaroos wander down here, or little wallabies come down and have a bit of a look around. So if I can get any, I'll throw them off on the film and I'll give you a bit of a look. But yeah, what a great place to spend your first night on your Cape York adventure. This is the Laura River here. I told us before there's been a couple of wallabies down. Now the GoPro's not going to pick it up, but directly in front of me just here, there's actually a wallaby and he's sitting in the creek. You might see him move. I'll see if I can zoom in and give you a bit of a look, but what a beautiful place to come and stay. There he is, he's just moving up onto the sand now. We're getting ready to roll. We're going to start heading up towards Musgrave, and that's the start of the dirt today. In fact, our plan is to go up to Coen. We're going to stay up there at the River Bend campground. We're not sure where we'll get in yet. Let's get up and have a look, see where we go. But yeah, we're just getting ready to go. Now, we've never really driven on any harsh or hard corrugations before. We've done a little bit, but not a lot. So we're just trying to get the van ready to go. So I've been around the outside, made sure everything's secure. And Ellie's just working on the inside. So we'll get in and see what she's up to. Good morning, Al.
Morning, how are you?
Good.
That's good.
All right, so we're just getting ready to, I was just saying, we're just getting ready to get out on the corrugations. We've done a little bit of work on the corrugations, but not a lot of work on corrugations.
No, nothing like what we're going to encounter.
Exactly. We spoke to a guy yesterday who's just camped in the same campground. He's just come down and he said the road was disgusting. He said particularly around BRAMWELL Station and up around the Jardine River, but he did say the grader's up there at the moment. So
we're hoping... because we're just maybe two and a bit weeks before the Queensland school holidays, so we're hoping maybe they might do a bit more work before the last lot of travellers kind of come through for the last bit of the season.
Exactly.
Fingers crossed. Or maybe it's wishful thinking, but yeah, he was saying he thinks they're going to be doing a bit more work.
Yeah, he said that some of the roads, he said, were just an absolute nightmare, and he said some weren't too bad. So anyway, we'll just poke our way up there and we'll see how we end up.
Yes.
We'll do everything that we can do possible. So we've tried to just make sure everything's secure inside the van.
Yep.
Once we've been on the corrugations, maybe 20 k's or so, I'll just pull up, we'll have a bit of a look, just make sure everything's riding along okay.
Yes.
The usual suspects that we have in the van for getting a bit loose or coming undone, they're the ones that we've done a bit of concentration on. One of the things that we do is we pack the fridge up so that everything's nice and tight inside there. I'll give you a quick look at that. So in the fridge, we use these plastic containers. We put all the jars and stuff in those. They seem to ride quite well. We use the sauce bottles to hold back things like the yogurt and that sort of gear. And this is an empty egg carton. We carry our eggs in one of these containers, but I use the empties because I can force them in and they give you that little bit of shock absorption. Well, we're hoping they give you that little bit of shock absorption today. We'll do that. And then the last thing we do before we leave is we check each other's work. So I'll go around, Ellie does all the insides, I'll go around and I'll check all of that, and then she goes to walk around the outside just to make sure I've secured all the hatches and those sorts of stuff. But other than that, I think we're pretty well right. We're as right as we can be.
We've done all we can, yes, but we'll learn.
Yeah, of course we will.
Our headlights are on?
Yeah, there's a sign back there to ask you to put them on for your safety, unlike this fool. But yeah, it's hard to see once you get through the dust, so headlights on, at least people can see you coming, or to an extent, here comes another one, but they just poke out of the dust.
Yeah, definitely headlights on. You got a chance of seeing them a bit earlier.
But at the moment, yeah, you can't see shit through this, so. We heard yesterday from a guy who's just come down from up here, this first part of the road here, or the dirt's quite, it was a lot easier to see.
Yes.
This first part of the road, it's not too bad, so you didn't air down, and we haven't yet either, but we will when we get a little bit further up, because apparently we go back on the bitumen again very soon. It's only a couple of kilometres of this, so, and it is a good road, there's no corrugation at all, it's quite good.
Yes.
We just stopped in at the Hann River Roadhouse. We weren't going to get any fuel, were we? But we decided we'd top off here.
Well, we had a look at the fuel price. We couldn't see it this morning on the fuel apps, so we thought we'd have a look just to see what it was.
Because Coen was showing $2.70, and that's our next stop. But when we got here, it was only $2.32 a litre, so only $2.32 a litre.
Only.
But when you got to pay $2.70 up the road, that's cheap. So we thought we'd just top off the tanks while we're here. That'll give us another 400-500 k's with what's in the tank.
Yeah, we're trying to get the most economical per litre where we can, because it's expensive.
It is. This is the most expensive part of the trip for us, because we've done all our shopping back in Mareeba or in Atherton. For us, $260 worth of shopping, that's fine. That was everything covered.
That's going to cover us for a couple of weeks, so hopefully we don't have to get like milk or bread or something, little things.
That's right, yeah, just milk and
A
bread,
lot.
they're the normal stuff, yeah. And yeah, fuel, and we try and free camp as much as we possibly can, but you already know that because you see us free camp all over the place. That's
Well,
that's
you get
just
to
our
see
thing.
a lot of beautiful places as well when you free camp. So
You do.
that's, and when you can, take advantage. Some places you can't.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, so, when we have to, we have to.
Yep.
Yeah.
We think that when we get to right up the top, we'll probably book into Seisha or Punson's Bay. It'll be one of the two.
I think it's just the experience of doing it as
Yeah.
well. I've seen so many people go to these places and
Yeah.
I'm like, why not?
Exactly, yeah, exactly. Why not? You come up here.
Why not experience? Like, it'd be nice to experience. I also don't know, like, will we need water? Will we need? I don't think we'll need battery power, but it might be a bit too hot for us. Who knows?
Yeah, that's right. You never know.
Just go with the flow, as they say.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so Hann River Roadhouse, pretty good. There's a campground here, toilet, showers, you can get air for your tyres, plenty of fuel, you can buy an ice cream.
I think I look at the cost. It's children over, I don't know if it was 12 or 15, were $15 per person, and I didn't see the children's price, sorry. And power for a site was an extra $15 per
There you
site.
go.
So I just didn't see the child's price. People were standing in the way, so.
No worries, but
sorry.
you can check it out on Wiki anyway.
It's a pretty good run.
This is a pretty good part of the road just here.
The road's been pretty good. Had a few bumpy moments.
Yeah, nothing too bad though. Just speaking to a bloke on the radio, and he said apparently up around the Jardine River she's just hell on wheels. So
Yes, that wasn't quite the words he used. He said corrugation hell,
Yeah,
with a few more adjectives.
exactly. So and he drives the same sort of van as us, or he tows the same sort of van as us. He had a Marvel, so
Yes.
that was interesting to know.
Yes, he said roads are in better condition than when he went up.
Yeah. So no, sure, we'll just take, as we said, we'll just take our time. And we're in no rush. We'll get up there, make sure everything arrives safely, and hopefully in one piece. I think
Yes.
it'll be good.
I think both people we've spoken to, one was a Desert Storm owner and one was a Marvel owner, both said very capable van to do this trip.
Okay, so we just stopped off at Musgrave Station and we're going to air down the caravan. It's going to go 30 all round. I might leave 34 in the backs of the car just for the load. But when you get here, this is totally unexpected, you get greeted by a couple of friendly cows. Here comes one now.
They've gone for a wander.
Okay, we told you that we got fuel at Hann River. The fuel here is $2.50 a litre. So we've come about an hour up the road and the petrol price went up about 20 cents a litre. And we only expect it's going to get worse as we go further up.
Yes, definitely watch the fuel prices so you can get the best rate you can.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. We haven't been into the Roadhouse yet, so we'll go and have a looky-loo soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's good for a stop, good for a stretch of the legs. Jump in, check your caravan, see if anything's rattled loose.
Yeah, we had 3 loose screws, but we've put them all back in now. They were pretty easy to find.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
One from the window, one from the stove, and one from the range hood. Lucky the stove one was black because it just made it easy to see.
Yes, but when we were talking to a fellow traveller, he said all his screws had rattled loose as well. So it's just, find them, put them back in, tighten them.
Yeah, bit of Loctite or super glue and they'll be in there forever.
Yes.
Alrighty, let's go. Alright, we're just leaving Musgrave. You come about 1 kilometre up the road and you're straight back onto the dirt. We let our tyres down on the car and the caravan while we're there just to take the shock out of the ride. We went down to 30 all round except for the, Elson's doing an extreme close up here. We went to 30 all round except the 2 backs. I left them at 34, but I can already feel as soon as we come onto this road, it's a far softer ride.
It is a softer ride.
As we've come down. The Roadhouse was good. You can get some meals there. There was a little bit of information about when it was a telegraph station many years ago. Toilet, showers, there's a camping area there. I think it's pretty much the same as everywhere else. It's about $15 per person per night. That seems to be the set fee at most of these roadhouses on the way up. But other than that, yeah, it was well worth the stop over. We just had a coffee, a bit of morning tea. The meals were a little expensive there, but if you haven't had a steak in a while, $50 for a rump steak doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah. Pie was $8. The cappuccino was
$8? $10 for a cappuccino.
Yeah. So sometimes, it's not too bad for where you are, but sometimes you're like, whoa, baby.
Yeah.
They had showers as well and in their toilets, which was pretty good.
It was, yeah. It's a great place to freshen yourself up. It's probably on our way back, and probably the point where we air back up.
Yes, yeah, because the road coming so far to this point wasn't too bad, so...
Yeah, and it's still not too bad, but apparently once we get up a little bit further north, it's bad, by all reports.
Yeah.
Anyway, this will take the soften out and make the ride a bit easier for the car and the caravan.
Yes, it will.
Here comes our first road train. I'm just going to pull over until the dust settles, I think. Let him go by. Yeah, I'll wait for that, I think.
Oh, gosh.
So I suppose that highlights the importance. Make sure you've got your headlights on,
Definitely.
because you can't see anything.
I don't know if the GoPro really picks up how dusty it is, to be honest, but it's quite dusty.
The road's improved a lot. It's obviously there's been the greatest bit. You can see the marks on the side of the road. Maybe not in the last few weeks, but certainly in the last month or so.
It's been pretty good.
Yeah, corrugations have really settled down, haven't they?
After Musgrave Station, it was a bit...
Yeah, 30 k's north of Musgrave, it was pretty starting to shake around a bit, but yeah, this is 100% better here. Plenty of signs to tell you when the next bitumen's coming, so there's chances to overtake. We don't overtake anyone. We just have a tendency just to sit back and get out of their dust cloud, and yeah, we're in no hurry.
The signage has been quite good, you know, it warns you when there's dips coming up. Was it dust holes?
Yeah.
Which was new. I've never seen a sign like that before. You know, rough surfaces, so definitely can't complain about like the information you're getting on the road. It's been pretty good.
Yeah. Well, good morning. What a beautiful day today is. We're at a free camp. We're a little bit north of Coen at the moment, about 3 k's north at a free camp called North River Bend. This is really, really nice. It's a great setting, free camp, plenty of room down here to set up. Doesn't matter what sort of setup you got. Right on the bank of the river. You can set up both sides. I'll give you a bit of a look around in a second. Yeah, but really nice. It was quite quiet here last night. You are very close to the road, but the road noise all seems to die off at about 6 o'clock at night. So yeah, it's really good. This is the crossing point if you want to cross the river to the other side. You set up on the other side of the bank. The last thing I forgot to mention about the campsite is there's toilets here. I think it's just a composter or a drop down. It's one of the two. I haven't been over there to have a look, but they're probably, they're right in the rest area when you come in. You'll see them as soon as you come in, but I tell you what, and I'm just going to say it right off the top, people are pigs. There is shit paper here everywhere. It's bloody disgusting. Bloody disgusting. Well, here we are at the BRAMWELL Junction Roadhouse. What a great spot.
It was a good spot.
Yeah, it was. We stayed overnight. It cost us $15 each to come and stay. If you excuse us, we put the sun in our eyes and not yours. Massive anthills here. Makes a great photo.
It does.
And it's also the start of the Old Tele Track, which is just down over there, right next to the roadhouse, so that's pretty easy to find. Fuel here, cop it in the neck here, $2.90 a litre, but it was still cheaper than what it is up the street, so we're happy to fill up here and we'll just keep moving up towards Sasha. But we're off to Fruitbat Falls today. Probably start there a couple of nights, do all the falls, and then go right up to the tip.
Sounds good.
All right, let's roll.
So what's this road?
We're on the Telegraph Road coming out of BRAMWELL Junction Roadhouse. We've just come back onto the gravel. We've heard that the gravel isn't the best here, but it doesn't look too bad. It actually looks like they might have just done a quick grade over the top of the centre of the road, because I can see corrugations both sides but not the middle.
Yes.
So that's all right, but today we're on our way up to Fruitbat Falls. We've got about a 2-hour drive. It's about 120 k's. We'll just cruise along at about 60 to 80 k an hour and get ourselves a spot up there, hang the washing out and get ready to watch Alison do a backflip into Fruitbat.
Wrong family member for that.
Either way, it's going to be a good day out. We just come off the Telegraph Road, so we're going to go down to Fruitbat from here, aren't we?
I think so.
Yeah, there's a little campground right at the entrance, so we're going to try it out. We'll let you know how it goes in case you want to find yourself a better one when you're up here. But the Telegraph Road is directly behind us, about 30 metres, and the track that takes you to Fruitbat's just out the side window of the car here. So we're just going to park. There's probably room here for about 4 vans.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's a lot of vehicle tracks and footprints and foot traffic through here, so obviously a lot of people stay in this area here. So anyway, it looks okay to us. We'll pull up. There's not many people up here at the moment, so we did speak to a guy the other day though, and he told us that he was here and this was packed, so they parked just on the verge of the road.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, that was about it. Yeah. We've come down to Fruitbat Falls. We're on our way down to Fruitbat Falls. We just parked the car up in the car park.
Yes.
We might be lucky. There's only a couple of cars in the car park, isn't there?
Yes, but we did hear a few people on the radio.
We did, yes. That, and I can hear a few people down at the falls right now. It's getting a bit close. As you can hear the falls. We're probably, I'd want to say, maybe 100 metres or so away.
Yes.
And we can definitely hear those. We've got ourselves a great little camp spot. We camped right at the start of the turn-off road.
Yeah.
There's a little, like, pull-off bay.
Yeah, it seems to have made it a little area for caravans and camper trailers.
Yeah, and there's like, at the moment, I think there's about 4 or 5 vans in there.
Yes.
So, and that seems comfortable. So we'll get a spot and get down and enjoy the falls.
Yeah, it'll be good. Looking forward to it.
So am I. What do you think of Fruitbat Falls, Al?
Beautiful.
Oh, it's great. The water's beautiful. When we got here, there was like 3 people, and now there's 300 people, but that doesn't matter. Plenty of room for everyone.
They might have been the people on the radio.
I'm going to say though that we've seen these a lot of times on TV and a lot of photos, but they are even more spectacular when you see them firsthand. They are unbelievable.
They certainly live up to what you see on the TV, definitely.
Yep.
Yeah.
The water is crystal clear. It's nice and warm. The falls are amazing. Yeah.
The water's quite refreshing because it's quite warm. We're the 2nd of September at the moment, so it's beautiful.
It is.
It's beautiful weather and refreshing water.
It is. So I'm going to dump the GoPro and go for a swim, I think.
Yes.
Let's go. You want to go down that one?
No, thank you. Not that one.
This is our tilt at the Tele Track. We know we're on it, we just don't know what part we're on.
Kind of tripped upon it.
But nobody can say that we haven't done at least a part of the Tele Track.
No, that's true.
Well, that's it for this week's adventure. We really hope that you enjoyed it. Come and join us next week when we cross the Jardine River and head up to Seisha. We go to the tip of Australia and we check out beautiful Thursday Island. You have yourself a great week. We'll see you next Saturday. Bye bye.